What's up, you guys? Your boy Plus coming at you with a brand new video for your face. We're looking at my weekend league game that I really, after playing this game, I had to share this with you guys because some stuff I've seen in this game has actually changed my belief as to how this game works and how this game performs. I'm going to go ahead and start this video again from scratch. I recorded this video right at halftime because I was like, there's no way anyone's going to believe this if I don't show them this game. Now, you can see the shots and targets here. You can see shots. You can see, like, possession. You can see tackles. You can see fouls. You can see it all. I mean, in anyone's opinion, this game looks like a game that, like, you probably think, woo, this guy's probably murking Plus right now, and Plus is just getting it, and he's complaining. Nope, you got to watch this video. Because if you don't see the video, you won't understand those stats. And you probably think, like, the stats don't make any, like, bad reading. Watching this guy play, it's like, no, like, watching paint dry is probably a little bit more relaxing, but watching this guy play is just, it's frustrating. And I'll tell you why. Ever since this guy started, everything he did in this game was kind of like automatic or automated. So whenever he'd get the ball, he'd get it from back there, from the back, and he just either like Sean Dyche the ball up, or he'd get it to like where he could shoot and just shoot. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are saying. You guys are probably thinking, Plus, why are you complaining so much, bro? You're complaining so much. It must hurt if you're going to complain this much. Dude, no. Like, I don't even know why I waste my time playing Weekend League and all, like, FIFA in general. Because, to be honest with you, I've heard a lot of people say that they stop playing FIFA and they have a better life for it. And I think that's probably true. I think if you look at some of, like, the bigger YouTubers that started off playing FIFA, you won't find any of them playing FIFA. Like, Nepenthez never did play FIFA at the start of FIFA. At the start of, like, the Sidemen and all that stuff. Bateson, no, these were outsiders. They weren't FIFA players. These were guys who basically, they were on the outside of the FIFA community, and they came in as other people kind of like left the scene. So like, people say, oh, like Road to Shore and the rest of these guys. No, these guys probably didn't even play FIFA. These were just like friends of like KSI who really played FIFA. The point I'm trying to make is if you watch this game and you watch how this guy particularly plays, it just hurts. It really hurts, because if you're watching this game and you're playing Weekend League today, you understand the pain and you understand the hurt that this game puts on you, because this game really does put a hurt on you. And it's not a friendly hurt. It puts that kind of hurt on you that you don't like. It's like, watch this guy play. That's all I'm saying. Like, there are certain points in this game where I'm pretty sure this is not a, human being playing the game. So, like, yeah, I know. You guys are probably thinking, no, it's not possible, Plus. No, I think this is like, I don't know, like, how you could record people's gameplay and you could use that to, like, make decisions for a computer, and the computer could make those decisions based on what other people would have done. I think this is one of those, because I'm watching this game back and I'm thinking, Plus, what looks wrong about this? But watch this guy. Every pass from the back, it's a long through ball. Everything, either a through ball or a long through ball. This guy just couldn't pass the ball straight through the defense. He had to do long ones. He couldn't do it, he couldn't play the ball out. And, you could lose to this guy in your Weekend League push. You could lose to this guy, and, people would be like, oh, you lost, but, you're just sour grapes. Nah, dude. You're going to see the best part of this guy, and you're going to see what makes me believe this guy is not a human being, right at the end of this game. Because at that point, you'll be like, whoa, there's something not right here. It can't be a little kid. Button lag aside, there's got to be something not quite right about this play. So everything I'm doing, it just doesn't come off right at the final third. You see that right there. I'll try to kick the ball. It'll just swizzle out. I'll try to, like, pass the ball. It'll go to his player. And then here it comes again. Long through ball, right through the back, reverse pass, and there you go, a little cross. At this point, I was thinking, well, hang on a second. Is this guy really going to beat me? I hope he's not going to beat me, because if he beats me, I'm going to be angry, because, like, that's not fair. And I just kept thinking to myself, let's keep watching, let's keep going, let's see what happens. But all the time I was thinking, like, I'm going to be angry if this guy beats me, because, I feel like he's going to beat me. And the worst thing that could happen is this guy that is going to beat me. That's, like, the worst, because I know how much this guy has played crap. And if you watch the game, you realize this guy has played absolute rubbish throughout the game. But watch his players, watch the reactions, watch the way they move. They just don't move naturally. And, it's like, In order for us to keep on being able to find players to play against, I kind of feel like sometimes there has to be a player online. Like when you search for a game, there has to be a player online. And if there isn't a player online, well, the easiest thing to do is to fill up those spots with like, non-human players. That's the only way I can describe it at this point, because you can see me passing the ball. You can see this guy, he's begging for like a penalty or something, like a red card. I'm getting frustrated because I'm shooting and it's just going like straight to his goalkeeper saving everything. Martial off, we bring on Thauvin. And at this point I'm thinking that's a goal. But of course not. His goalkeeper comes out. If I do the same thing, my goalkeeper will not get all the way out there. He will get halfway and then become indecisive. And then the other player will just head the ball into the net. But he does it and it's perfectly fine. And at this point, look at that. All the headers are dropping to him. All the passing is dropping to him. Some people call it momentum. Some people call it scripting. Some people call it tissue paper. You go to the toilet, you don't have tissue paper. But whatever you want to call it, this is just not the way this game should be. So here we go. I'm still moving forward. I'm still thinking, right, okay, I've got this in the bag, hopefully. And I'm still kind of like, I'm beating him, but I feel like the game's going to cheat me. There we go with the header. I think that's in. And, of course, it goes out. At this point, I'm like scratching my head. I got to do a sub just to get the itch out of my brain. I simply pass I bring on the Forsberg, scream Forsberg, of course. These screen players, they're like really good. People don't realize how good the screen players are. Screen players are like some of the best players that you can have in the game. I play with Fellaini, and he is really good. Unfortunately, his touch is just terrible, but he's really good for like, headers and stuff like that. So watch this right here. There's a nice ball. I keep pressing shoot. The guy takes 2 weeks to shoot. He gets tackled. And then he's going to go back. And at the 87th minute, I'm thinking, look at the tackle, missed nudge. Here comes the tackle. Nope, missed tackle. Here comes the other ball. Nope, missed again. Everything's just not working. At this point, I'm getting that fear. Like, I kick the ball out. I'm like nuts to this. That's getting kicked out. I pass the ball to that player. The player starts running in a different direction. He misses the pass. Ball gets up to the corner flag. I'm thinking, yep, it's gonna waste out there. I slide in. I'm like, I gotta do something because I know what's coming now. I'm trying to tackle left, right, and center. No one's tackling. Of course, there's this player right there on the 91st minute of 2 minutes extra time to kick the ball into the net. At this point, your heart sinks in and you go like, oh, I've lost. And you really believe it at this point. You're like, yep, it's going to happen. The goalkeeper could have saved that. He could have punched that. He could have kicked that. He could have kung fu kicked that player in the back of the neck. He could have done anything, but he just decided to watch him score a goal. And that's it. So we get into the second half. The first half of extra time. At this point, I'm like, these stats are just lying. Because, like, he has done 17 tackles. I mean, if you're watching this game, you're probably thinking, plus, you're complaining for nothing. This guy did tackle you. It's not about his tackles. It's about the fact that when I'm moving, or when I'm trying to move past this guy, my players are, like, delayed. They, like, lagged out. Or they don't perform. And, okay, so I decided, okay, it's time to go with some chemistry in, like, the game because I don't know what else to do because I got this feeling this guy's going to beat me and I don't know how I'm going to beat him back. So this half stats, and I'm passing the ball and the ball's just not going where I'm passing it to. You see that right there and there. Those two passes go off. There's my defender. I'm changing defenders. I'm like, oh, nuts, he's going to score. And, of course, he doesn't. And there you go. He slides me. No yellow card, nothing, And it's a corner kick on top of that. So he gets the corner, swings it in. I get the header out. I'm thinking, oh, God, it's coming, isn't it? And when you're pressing the button so much because you're frustrated because, like, the player isn't doing anything that you're trying to get him to do. So you start pressing the button like an idiot. So right here, I think, okay, that's it. We're through. It's a goal. He slides, misses my player. I pass the ball. His player gets in the way. Not only that, the ball doesn't even drop. His player clears the ball out. And here you go. It's a goal kick. And I'm like, okay, all right. And this is the best part. I get the ball. I try to stop the ball from going out. But for some reason, my player just runs the ball out of play. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, I got this. Nope. Pass the ball. It goes straight to his player. Head of the ball goes to my player finally. Across to Fellaini. Fellaini gives it to Jesus. Jesus back to Aguero. And there, I think I scored. But of course not, because there is some voodoo behind this goalpost, and it's not going to let me score today. Everything that's supposed to happen for this guy, it happened in this game. I mean, you're going to think, wow, I can't believe this. This is the game that really would stop most players playing Weekend League for the week. And you probably think, well, that's it. I'm not playing weekend league anymore. Right here, I thought he was going to score, but of course, finally, De Gea, Champions League De Gea, finally saves the ball, and he saves this ball, and I'm like, okay, fine. This guy's just taking long shots, and because like the game is calling for him, he's probably going to end up scoring one of those long shots, and I'm going to end up losing. So I get Valencia, go down the flank, cross the ball, pass the ball, do everything that I can, besides magic tricks. Just all isn't working. I pass the ball to this guy, and he decides he's not going to shoot. He's going to wait to be tackled. I'm pressing the shoot button right there when I pass the ball, but nothing happens. And he goes in there again with that long through ball, and I'm like, I can't believe this guy. You might end up winning this game, and I might end up losing this game to this guy that's just playing absolute rubbish, and he probably plays like a computer player. Here I'm pressing pass, pass, pass. My player refuses to pass the ball until he gets tackled. Then he finally passes the ball. It's like he does like a 1 minute delay to pass the ball, which means it's long enough for them to actually tackle it. And, pass, pass, pass. At this point, I'm thinking, why didn't he pass the ball early so that the other guy could give him the return pass and then we could be through? I don't know. Ask the game. So this game is coming to a point where you guys are thinking, plus, geez, just let it go. Honestly, I would let it go. But you're probably playing the weekend league right now if you're watching this. And I'm going to ask you a question. Is this happening to you? Because it's not just me. It can't just be me. I'm not the only one. Because I've seen other people's videos. People complaining about the same exact crap that's happening to me. A button delay. Not only the button delay, but then you have this like performance. I call it like some of these players are on drugs. Like some of the players for the other team, they have to be on drugs because there's no way they're performing this good naturally. So this guy passes the ball, and I'm like, ugh, he's going to cross the ball in from the side, and he's going to score. And De Gea comes out and actually hits the ball. This is pretty much the same equivalent of team of the season De Gea. 90-something, 93 or 92 or 94, I don't even know anymore. This is like, okay, so I'm like, yep, we're going to win this game, hopefully. But I've got this feeling that this guy's going to score some cheap goal. And right here, my heart sinks to the ground, and he does this. And I'm like, this guy is terrible. Like, if he can miss when the computer wants him to score, he must be really, really bad. I mean, I hope that there is some kind of like, the trainer arrows that can show us where he was shooting. Because I kind of feel like that guy, he was definitely shooting to the sky or somewhere else. There's no way he was shooting in the direction he had to, and the computer still let the ball go wide. So, at this point, I'm thinking, this is going to go to a penalty shootout, and I'm going to lose. He's offside. I'm happy. I think, okay, well, we can probably sneak a goal right at the end and then make an awesome video about this. But nope. That's not going to come. This guy's going to take the almighty Rus. Okay, so right about here, I'm watching this guy at the bottom left. I'm thinking, yep, that's a goal. And I hit the ball. And in most games, that is a goal because there's nobody disturbing that player. That player's shooting is like 90. There is no reason for that player to miss, but he somehow still misses. At this point, I'm thinking, yep, we've definitely lost. We have lost. There is no hope for us. We have lost. And, I'm not playing weekend league anymore after this. I'm so tired. At this point, I'm thinking, where's my players? So I pass the ball. Finally, I get some, players going forward. Get a chance to shoot. But look at that. The player passes the ball to the wrong person. He kicks the ball. He tries to do a long through ball. It doesn't work. I get the ball. I pass the ball to my player. Look for my player again. Come back with a pass right now. And again, my player doesn't react. And here we go. Another pass. And again, it goes straight to his player. I'm so sure this is over. This is finished. In my heart, I'm like, I can't believe this nuts. And here we go. And of course, nothing. And in the final third, it seems like every pass that I do is just destined to fail. And there he goes again with that computer pass. And he does it all the time. And you're probably thinking, how is it possible he keeps doing this? I must be ready for this. But that's the funny part of this. If I'm ready for it in real football, can it be a goal? Can I be ready for something so simple and in real football it will still be a goal? I don't think so. But the problem here is this is FIFA. If you do things enough times, it will eventually go in. If you shoot enough times at the goalkeeper, he will eventually make a FIFA-style mistake. So right about here, I passed the ball. I thought I'm in for a through chance to go. But, of course, the referee's like, no way, you're not beating this guy. This is my guy. So right here, I'm like, okay, we're definitely lost. We start the penalty kicks, and this happens. Whoa. I'm deep down in the corner, and he still saves it. I'm in trouble. So right here, I do this to him. I move to the right, and as soon as I do that, I realize something. This guy, he's probably not that good at penalty kicks, or he's just bad, or he's really, really worried. And I score that beautiful penalty kick there, and I'm thinking, yep, we've got him. We've got him. And at this point, I'm doing the, I'm wobbling. And look where he puts the ball. You got to look at exactly where the ball struck to. He puts the ball completely to the left, and it starts giving me that indication. This guy is either using 4G or he's using some kind of glitch. Because look where the ball's going all the time. Like just a little bit too far. And that happens when you are using the wrong kind of like connection, or your connection is not stable. So this means that this guy's probably like in some like far country, or like maybe he's just using a bad connection. You see that again? Same direction, everything's the same. He does everything exactly the same. Hits that Coke Zero because he doesn't like the Coke Zero sign. He doesn't like that sugar. I don't know what's going on here, but this guy definitely can't be a real person. And if he is a real person, he has to be running some kind of, the only way I would describe it is maybe some like 4G lag switch or something like that. Because if he's not, well, the question of the day is, how do you put so many penalty kicks wide if you are able to hold a player that finishes, on average gold 2 every week? How do you put so many penalties wide? And like, yeah, he probably isn't great, but we've gone all the way to like penalty kicks, and he doesn't have a great team. He doesn't look like a good player. He's just playing the through ball, long chip through balls all the time. So how do you explain this guy? Probably, if it was a slightly different player, he might have scored a couple of penalty kicks and beat me. How does this reflect the skill level that we both have? And of course, the problem here is, if you actually watch the game, you'll notice that his performance overall, it's not good, but his stats suggest that his performance is good. So you might be like forgiven to think that he was an okay player, but he actually was rubbish. I don't know what's going on with this game, but I can tell you guys one thing. EA needs to fix this game, because I'm really disappointed at this. Like, I almost lost this game, and I really can't be bothered with Weekend League this week. I've got so much stuff to do. I've got, coursework that I need to do. I've got stuff I need to do. When I say coursework, it's for other people. But the point I'm making is, this is not how things should be. Like, you can't play players like this and, have somebody basically ruin your complete Weekend League experience. You could be like you could be like Elite 1, and this guy like beats you, and that's it. You're now in gold 1 or something. Elite 2 or Elite 3. I just find this really disgusting, because I think this game really needs to be sorted out in terms of the servers and connections with people, or they need to sort it out. I'm looking at this silly replay and how this guy gets through on gold and scores this goal, but for me, I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you're playing Weekend League and you're having the exact same experience that I'm having, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. I'll try and respond to these comments. Of course, we did put a video out on opening 100 packs from rewards. We got those over 2 weeks yesterday. Unfortunately, the audio is not right because, I'm still getting the hang of OBS. But, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. I will catch you guys on the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves. This is Plus, signing out.